Hello everyone, it's Heather Falafel again. I realized that I was not happy with the first pass of background color I put in, so I decided to take today to redo it. So I started by remixing all of the base colors that I wanted. The one big thing I noticed after it dried was that the colors were way brighter than I wanted them to be. So I really took the time this time and mixed the colors exactly the tones I wanted them to be. As an artist, take as long as it takes to mix those colors exactly the way you want them to be, because if you don't, you're not going to be happy. So I mixed and I mixed and I mixed until I got the colors exactly the way I wanted them to be. Once I got them all mixed, I went up to my canvas, started the video, and just started painting. I am using Liquitex heavy body acrylic paint. Over the years, I found this is the one I prefer working with the most when I'm working with acrylic. Now this is my base layer. So there's only a couple areas of this painting where that background will be showing through. I'm going to be focusing more on the areas that will be seen and that I want to make sure are as even as I possibly can get them. But nobody's perfect, so it won't be perfect, but that's okay. There will also be some cuts in the video where I take a break to let things dry. So while I waited for the paint to dry, I think I might have figured out why I historically have never been a huge fan of painting. Yes, I'm good at it. Yes, I do commissions, but I haven't done a personal painting on canvas like this for over 10 years. I don't like waiting for paint to dry. I like getting in the groove. I like doing what I'm doing. And when it's time to kind of let things rest, let things settle, let the paint dry, I feel like while I'm waiting, lose my momentum. And by the time the paint is dry, I tend to not feel like painting anymore. And this time around, instead of sitting around waiting for the paint to dry and checking it every 5 minutes and getting frustrated when it's not dry yet, I folded the laundry and I made a quick Costco run and I did a few things that I wanted to do today, and the paint was dry and it's time for me to get back to work. And I feel like if I can keep this process going, where instead of laying around waiting for the paint to dry, I actually do things that I need to do, I might be more motivated to paint, and you may see me do more paintings in the future. As you can see, acrylic paint when it's wet is actually much lighter than when it dries. So working layers like this, trying to do an even blend, as an artist, I have to keep in mind that the color I'm putting down right now is looking much lighter than in a few hours when it dries fully, which is why you're gonna see this cut in and out. You're gonna see me laying down a few things and then having to take a break, letting it dry, and then see how it looks once it dries, and then continuing to push the paint back and forth until I get it just the way I want it. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm a perfectionist. So you're gonna see me taking probably a few more steps in my process than you would for most artists.